US Vice President is continuing to campaign despite his Chief of Staff and 4 other close aides testing positive to COVID-19. As the virus spreads within the White House, the President's own Chief of Staff has prompted questions over Trump's handling of the crisis. Let's go live now to US contributor Michael Ware. Michael, the Vice President hasn't let the positive results affect his campaigning, and it's full steam ahead.
Yeah, the Vice President does not seem to have skipped a beat. In fact, within a few hours, I'd imagine he'd be flying to North Carolina, where this evening he's holding a campaign rally. Now, as you say, 5 of his very closest aides have tested positive for the coronavirus, from his Chief of Staff to what I believe is his bag man, to 3 other aides. Now, it seems that, and the Vice President, to be sure, tested negative this morning, but we all know how this virus works. It appears what's good for the goose 9 days out from the election when you need to campaign is not good for the gander, because the Centre for Disease Control, and I'm sure every Australian by now knows, that if you come into close personal contact with somebody who tests positive, you're meant to go into 14 days quarantine. Because what we've learned about this vicious virus is that you can catch it, you're still not testing positive for it, but that's when you're spreading it around. So the White House Chief of Staff, Marc defended this morning by saying that, well, the Vice President is an essential worker. Now, that is without doubt. No one could argue that the Vice President of the United States is not an essential worker. The question is political campaigning essential work? Can't he do his essential work from within a very safe White House bubble? Why is he heading out there now when he has been in such close contact? Now, this is coming at a time where over the last few days, America's reached its highest peaks in transmissions. You know, the virus is going up in something like 38 states. Hospitals are starting to fill up again, and in a couple of places, they're setting up tent hospitals. Yet, obviously, that's not stopping the campaign rallies.
Yeah, well, Joe Biden is still leading in the polls. We'll see whether that comes to fruition very soon indeed. Michael Ware will speak again this week.